Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have already discussed about that things with you, how can create two of this table relationship with using that eloquent ORM and also how can visible it. So here we display our this username. So right now I want to do the same things. I want to do the same things with using that query builder. Okay, so if you want to working with this query builder right now, here we don't need this. Better I make it as a comment out. Okay, I make it as a comment out in our, that is our model. That means our category model. So if you using that query builder, here you have to work into this particular, this controller area. So as I told you friend, when you working with the query builder, you don't need to work anything it with your model. Okay, so if you don't want to create this model, you can also remove it. But right now I want to actually share both of these with you. So which things is you are comfortable, you can actually use it. Okay, so right now before that is our eloquent ORM. So right now I also want to make it as a comment out, and that is our query builder. So right now this query builder code I want to do it again, so then it should be better. So here if you want to do that work, like first of all it should be just like that same. I take one of the variable. Okay, I take one of the variable as a categories, whatever you want. So right, because of all from here I have already passed that compact as a categories, right? So for the reasons I take that our variable as the same name, and after that here you have to add that as a db. I hope you already remember that part, that is a db, right? And make that sure you use this db. So if you go here, you can say I have already used this db. So for the reasons here we don't need to do anything. So after that db, then you have to add your table, our table name, and table means which table. Okay, so first of all I want to actually get this data, that means our categories data. So it will be, I want to get it from our categories. So I just copy that categories, and here you can see friend, that will be just like that same. Here only I want to create another relationship with our user table. So for the reasons that our table name will be as a categories table, right? And after that I want to join. So here better I want to join. Okay, I want to join with our which table? I want to join with our table name. Our table I want to join with our this users table, right? So now I copy it. So that will be our users table. So here you have, actually that is the main concept friend. That is very much easy concept if you will understand about it. So now what exactly I want to do? I want to create that relation in our this categories table, this user ID. So now I copy this categories table. So here after that user, I want to join that user table, and then I want to do in our categories table that have the one of the field as a user underscore ID, right? That means that is actually our categories table, and that is our field name as a user ID. So I want to create that relation with our this category table user ID to our this user table and this ID, right? So now I simply add it. So after that our another table as a user, and into the user table I want to access our this ID. That means that is the field name as a ID, right friend? I hope it's very much clear to you. And after that I have to actually select this data. Okay, that means here after that I want to select it. That means the select. So that means the select, and select our which data. I want to select all that our categories data, because of all here I want to actually load all that our categories data, right? And also in our user table, into the user table I only need this name data. So for the reasons here I want to make it specific. So here I want to get all the data from our these categories. That means here from the categories all data. So you have to add that as a all. Okay, so that will be all. That means I want to get all the data from our categories table. That means the categories all that field. Okay, and also I have to add our user table. That means from our user table and from to the users, that means that is actually our users table, right? So from to the users table I want to get our which field data. From to the users table I want to get our this field data, that is actually the name, right? So now I have to add it. I name it as a name. Perfect. And after that it will be just like that same. After that it will be just like same, like here I want to get that latest, and also I want to add that designation. So better I copy it. That means I want to get that latest all that data, and also I designate with the 5. That means the 5 posts will be visible, right friend? So the concept will be just like that same. So now I join two of this table, select this data and get all that our latest, and also I add that designate data and take the things with this variable, and also I pass it in our compact index page, right? So now we have to visible it in our index page. So when you working with this eloquent ORM, we have to use that method name and then the field name, but right now here you don't need to use any method name. Here if you are using that query builder, simply name it that name. I have already get this name. You can see from the user I already get that name. That means our name field data. So now here you have to simply add that name. So that's all you have to do, friend. Now if you click as a save all, I click as a save all, and now if you go here and refresh it, yeah, you can see the result is just like that same. So that is the same result as a user Kazi, and then Kazi, and also it's now showing as Aryan because of all for the man's item. I make it as a 2, so that is a 2 user is a Aryan. Okay friend, I hope you enjoyed very much. So if you want to create the relation with two of this table with using that eloquent ORM, I hope you will understand about it. And if you want to create that relation with the query builder, how can do that work, I hope this concept is very much clear to you. Okay friend, so that is the main concept that you have to apply. So now I want to edit this. Okay, that means here if you want to edit this category, here if you want to delete this category, how can do that work? In our next video I will show you that things with the live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.